Alrighty, teams. So how's she going today? So another icy day. Holy shit, it's icy right there. So I did have a video coming up for you guys, but that video kind of didn't turn out, I guess, too well. So I'm not even going to bother, I guess, uploading that damn video. So then my pole light here is dickered. She needs a new bulb. You know, light bulb, dewy thing there. By the time I get to the door, it'll probably turn itself off again. That's what it does every 40 seconds or so. It turns itself off. That's a sign of a wore out bulb. So, yeah, there it goes again. She just went out. See? You guys probably can't even. Well, it used to be there somewhere. So, yeah. So it's actually, it's snowing out. Damn. Yesterday, or not yesterday, but the day before, I think it was. I was making a video working on Big Red's plow. Wow, it's really snowing. It wasn't snowing when I first walked out here, but now, ooh, baby, it's just snowing. And the neighbors are gone, so I can be as loud as I want. So, I'm going to turn my light on if I can find the damn switch to it. There it is. And I got to turn this power on. Alright, come on. There's the switch, there it is. Oh, opposite. Huh. But, yeah, I did have, you can see some piles of snow and shit here. That was from the plow. Use my tools and stuff up there. It was, I set the skid shoes for a little higher. But that one was kind of, you know, it was wore out. So, I couldn't move the one bolt, so I just had to put some washers on. That's really all I could do. I think I got about another, maybe about that much of clearance again. And I noticed that when I plowed, it's actually, I think, a little bit too high. So I don't know. I'm waiting for a snowstorm to come so I could really test it out, but I don't know. I don't want the snow, but then in a kind of way I kind of do because I want to test the plow again. But I guess we'll be okay. I don't really want it to snow anyway because I just don't want to deal with it. I'm actually pretty shocked that since it's been 30 above out, it hasn't been snowing. Like, a lot. This right now, what it's doing ain't nothing. Just a, I don't know if you can see it coming off the light. Let me see if I can. Maybe you can see. Ah, you can see a little bit. You see the snowflakes coming right here. It's not too bad. So, somebody coming. So, do apologize, you guys won't get to see that video. That video kind of just, I don't know what the hell was wrong with it, but it just didn't turn out too well. And I just didn't feel like really editing it, you know, to make it work. So, and I figured she'd be another long video. I figured she'd be over an hour. So, I don't think I'm going to really bother with it, I guess, too. So, but yeah, I called my my power company earlier this morning about the pole light, and whoever the guy is that checks the meters, you know, for how much wattage and voltage or whatever the hell you use, you know. He was in town today checking everyone's dewies out. He stopped and checked at mine. You know, looked at mine, but he didn't come to the door and talk about the pole. So either he didn't get the damn message yet, or something. I don't know. It actually picked a good time to break because, you know, it's going to be pretty nice out for a wee while yet. So it's actually good timing to change that bulb. You know, this is what my yard looks like when there's no pole light. So, but that that bulb that's in there, you know, it's been in there for about 4 years. Yeah, about 4 years. So I mean, it's done pretty good. So whatever, it's fine. Every 4 years, I guess you have to replace them. not bad. I wish I could do that to the ones in the house, you know, those little freaking 60 watt sons of bitches. I think they're only good for about 10,000 hours, and that's about it. Somewhere around there anyway. And the ones up here on the pole eyes, they're rated for like 50 million because they last 4 years, so. And they run all night, you know. So that puts many hours on them every night, every day, every week, every month, every year, you know. It puts a lot of wear and tear on them. See, now my pole light's back on again. You know, but it'll turn off in a few seconds, you know. So yeah. I don't know if I'll get it in the shot or not. I want you guys to see what it does, you know. I think you guys can. I mean, you guys probably know. If you guys have pole lights, you would know. Pretty much. Try to see if I can get that light in the shot. So, yeah. See, it just turns off again, pretty much. So, because, you know, it's wore out. It needs to be replaced with a new one. And I ain't doing it. It's not my job. That's the power company's job. So, yeah. And I think the neighbor's gone. Even the neighbor behind me. I know this guy took off. He just doesn't stay very long. So, what's actually nice too is that even, I don't know, lately it's been kind of, yeah, he's gone. Well, even when the pole light goes out, it's actually been staying kind of bright out. Like, you know, the clouds are trapping in the light and pushing the light back, you know, right back down to the ground again. So, last night it actually looked like there was a pole light in my yard, you know, a little bit. So tonight it's kind of doing it again. Because the camera's not going to be able to pick that up, but I can tell that it's pretty bright out. So probably from the moon, I don't know, but so yeah. So another awesome day again. Nothing to do, of course, besides making another stupid video. So, but this video is going to kind of be about the shop again. I just kind of want to get your guys' opinion on something. I don't know if it really matters or not, but, you know, I figured I might as well do it right and be done with it. If I can find a power company that'll put, or electrician or whoever will put power in this son's a bitch for me. I'm kind of thinking, for the welder, I think I told you guys a while ago, I don't remember, I know in my other video that I freaked up on, I was talking about it, that, of course there's the camera, that's the workbench, that's the old one that they put in, you know. Well, like I said before, I was going to put more in. I can get them off Northern Tool. They're all steel, of course. I was just going to make pretty much, well, this whole wall, well, about halfway, or maybe about to where that light is. I would just put like another workbench in, right? So I would have a little extra space, because that one can get pretty full of crap in about 2 minutes, you know, if you got to work on something. So what I was thinking, maybe instead of making, like, I still want to put the air compressor there, you know, because it's out of the way if it's there. But for the welder, you know, like the plugger and Dewey for the welder, so I can run my welder, you know, the little outlet thingies, maybe I should just have them put it over here, because this is probably where I'll be doing most of my welding. You know, or it'll be, of course, you know, here on the floor too, or might even be outside, I don't know, but depends on what you're working on, right? But I was just wondering if it would safe for the welder to be, like, you know, I'll use this one as an example. Like, say this was made out of steel, this, you know, workbench versus not, it's made out of wood. I mean, would it hurt the welder if the welder actually sat on the table, you know, and you're also welding on the table too? I mean, that wouldn't blow it up or anything. Like, I don't know, I don't think it would, but because, you know, you have to put the ground clamp on the son of a bitch too, Which I don't think you have to do it right to the piece that you're welding, but if your whole workbench is steel, you could just clamp it pretty well. Like if this was a steel table, and I had a piece of steel on here and I was welding it, I could actually just clamp it over here, and then my clamp would be out of the way, right? Or I could even just over here too, you know, it'd be out of the way for me. I think that's how that one works. You can pretty much just put it wherever you want. But I mean, if this was like a steel table and the welder was sitting on here too, and my welding piece, I mean, that wouldn't really frig up the welder, right? Because I'm worried about it maybe getting current from something that it shouldn't be and then blowing my welder up. Like, I'm not 100% sure on how these welders work. Because I would like to put my workbench, that's going to be made out of steel, so I can just clamp it even way at the freaking bottom and never have to deal with it, right? But I was just wondering if it would hurt it if the welder was actually sitting on there too while I'm welding that piece on the same workbench. If you know what I mean. You should. I'm trying to explain it to the best that I can. I don't really see why not, because I think the bottom of the welder where it sits on, that's plastic, so that really wouldn't suck the juice in through that way. I don't want to mess up you know, because you have to, of course, you know, clamp it with the ground. I guess that would complete the circuit, I guess. That's what allows you to weld, I guess. And I'm still figuring out the welding bullshit, you know. I'm still reading the book and watching some YouTube videos on how to weld, you know, and stuff. And I'm even watching some old videos from Bill T-Max when he was building his dump trailer, his green one that he built. I did watch it when he first uploaded them, but I never, you know, I didn't bother to really keep track of what he was doing because I didn't think I was ever going to weld. And if I did plan on welding, it would probably be 20 years down the fucking road. So, you know, but now since I actually got a welder, I need to learn how to weld. So, I mean, I do kind of know how to weld, but, you know, not good enough to the where I would feel safe actually doing it. I would want to be a little better on that, you know. I want to know more about it first before I actually do weld, and it kind of sucks because I want to weld so bad, but you know, there's two things that's keeping me held back, and that's, of course, my knowledge of welding. Right now, that's not even 30% full, and lovely winter. I don't know if I could weld in this kind of weather. Like right now, it's about 20 above. Yesterday, it was about 33, so I don't know if you could weld in that kind of temperature or not. You probably could, because when I was watching Bill T-Max's video, you know, he was his new video that he just uploaded today. He's getting that warm spell like we are, so his snow, of course, is all melting. Well, some of it anyway, you know. And he was out welding. Now, he didn't have his welder like actually. Well, you might as well say it was outside because he had it like right at at the edge of the door. So, but you know, he was welding out in the snow. You know, had his clamp hooked on, or you know, his ground cable hooked onto the bucket, or whatever the piece there that he was welding. You know, I probably could do it too, but right now it's just so freaking cold. See, because it's not 30 above right now. It's maybe 20 above. It's a little cooler than it was yesterday, so it kind of sucks. So yeah, I definitely want to kind of start welding, but really I don't have steel either, because I think I could get that from that company at the end of town. I think they sell some steel. I don't know exactly what kind of steel, but you know, we'll find out. So I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on if it would be okay for the welder to be sitting on the same table as where I'm welding, because you know. Because I'm thinking, well, why don't I just put the plug-in Dewey here too then? Because this is probably where I'll be doing some of my welding. Most of my welding would probably be on the floor, or, you know, on a trailer or something. You know. This is where I'm just going to have most of my workbenches and stuff. Damn, might stay on. Like, that's just what I'm thinking. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I know for the air compressor I want it over there, because it's out of the way then. So That's just what I'm thinking. You guys can leave your opinions and let me know what you think. Because really, you know, the welding, the welding gun or the torch or whatever the hell you want to call it, son of a bitch, you know, that actually makes the weld happen. The cable is only about 10 feet or so. I don't know exactly what it was. But, you know, it's not super long either, so you got to kind of have to remember, too, that that's got to be somewhat close, you know, so I'm not exactly stretching out the cable. I mean, you do want to stretch it out good enough that you can feed the welder, but not so. I just don't like maxing out the cords on everything. I want it to be a little bit slot, so, if you know what I mean, but damn snow. So that's just what I'm thinking, because I'm going to be doing most of my welding over here anyway. I'm not going to really weld over here. So, I mean, because it would be nice, because if I could leave the welder... Ooh, my knee cracked. Damn, that hurt. If I could leave the welder on the table that, you know, on the same table that I'm going to be welding on, you know, I figured, well, maybe it would be finer then, you know. I don't have to take it off and move it somewhere else. So, I mean, I don't know, but... Because I'm not really going to ever really get a cart for it. Like, you know, Bill T-Max has a cart for his. Well, he's got a bigger shop than me, and he moves his welder all over the place, and I don't think I'm ever really going to do that. And if I do weld outside, well, the damn thing can just lay on the ground. It ain't going to hurt it, so... You know, and if it's too low for me to do something, I could easily build my own freaking cart, you know. You know, I mean, you can get thin tubing steel anywhere, pretty much. I'm sure we even got a little bit of that at the farm. You know, you can order those caster wheels off Northern Tool and weld those bitches on, and there you go, right? So, easy to make a goddamn cart. I don't really give a fuck if it doesn't look pretty or not anyways, as long as it works. And then I think also, if I have to weld outside, I'm going to probably go ahead and let them put a power outlet dewey down here too, so I could run my welder outside, like if I had to really weld far out. You know, when my friend has his swather, well, I think that's got about a 14-foot header, and that's not, you know, it's not going to fit in here, obviously. Even if we did take the head off, it still wouldn't fit in. You know, and we're not going to be able to get that close to the building, you know, even without the head. You know, even if you take the head off, it's still not going to fit very well. It's not going to get in good, close enough for me to weld. So that's why I figured I'll just put an outlet thing, you know, here. That way I could get more cord, you know. I won't be maxing everything out. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about these welders is that they don't make longer welding guns, you know. They're not long enough. Sometimes you want them longer. Sometimes you want them shorter. It just depends on the job, you know. You know, I mean, I don't really care, but I've got ways around that, I guess. So that's just what I was saying, that, I guess if it would be safe to do that, I would do it, but, you know, because like I said, I don't really know. So, like I said, I don't know if I would actually run workbenches all the way down to the end. I don't really know if I would need all that kind of a, you know, workbench. I think just one more next to this guy would probably be a little bit better. Well, it's a start. There is like a 48-inch, you know, like a long one or however long it is. Of course, you can get bigger ones too, but they're more expensive. So I figured I'd probably just go for like the little 48-inch. It's not very long, I don't think. I think it's from, well, whatever 48 inches would be, I guess, from there, and maybe to about where that end of this damn thing is here. You know, I'm just like I'm just kind of roughhousing it, but that's about it. So I mean, it's not very big, but you know, it's a start. And if I need more, I could just add on another 48-inch. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think of that. If you guys think that would be a little better or something, I don't know. Like, that's just the way I figured it would be better. because like I said, I'm going to do some of my welding obviously on a workbench. I could do it on the floor, but who wants to sit on the floor and weld? You know, I would rather stand because it's a lot easier on me. You know, it's hard for me to get on and off the floor all the frickin' time. My knees are not meant for that kind of bending anymore. Especially since one went to hell. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. Like I said, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I think it is, but, you know, it's whatever you guys think. And, I am going to have also, you know, like regular outlets put in so I can run big, well, mostly my angle grinders and probably a few lights. Because really the only main things I think I would be running anywhere even near the workbench or on the workbench would be the welder and then the grinder. And then probably, you know, some small lights or something. I am going to, of course, need more lighting then, but I think I would just go off of that Dewey then, pretty much. Cause I'm going to have other outlets put in here too, you know, so then I can just run up, you know, 4 things. Probably not at once, but, you know, if you get a high enough amping son of a bitch, you probably could. So, I still don't get the damn welding amp bullshit. That's still really confusing because in one area it says 80 amps. Savage Morse said that it's not 125 amp. Actually, I think it is, but I think that's the peak. I don't know if that means like that's the max you could go before actually blowing up your welder. I don't know. But then it also says in other areas that it's 15 amps and it goes all the way up to you know 80. Well, what the hell is it? You know, I'm just reading the book because you know I got the book now, so I'm just you know reading the book. So like I said, it's all still confusing to me because I gotta make sure I get the right son of a bitch put in. You know, Savage more things I could run it off this, but that's if I unplug all my damn lights. I probably could, but. Well, he thinks that extension cord would handle it. That extension cord is only 15 amps, so it's not. It's big enough for what I'm doing so far. You know, I mean, I've ran my angle grinder off that. I've ran my lights. You know, I got a third one I want to put in, but that one's stickered, so I got to get me another one. So, but I do think that if it's legal, I don't know if it's legal or not. I don't know. I might just have them put in some power, you know, blah, blah, blah. Speak English would be nice. Put some plug-in Deweys, maybe on the ceiling too. I don't know if they could do that. It's just so I could get these lights, like this light, and then when I put my new one up here, so they're running on their own Dewey. So I'm not taking power out of that Dewey, or that Dewey that I plan to put in there, and I even plan on putting another one behind this ladder here. There's a set of garden hoses behind there. I might put it on another Dewey. And then, like I said, I'm going to put one out here. You know, down there. And with the welder. That really should be good enough. I don't know if I should go insane and have them put one over there too. I don't know. I don't really need all that kind of power, but because the welder will be on its own thingy, so I will have 2 extra plugins. That would be for the grinder and some extra lights, right? So, you know, let me know what you guys think of what I should do, really, for the, kind of, I guess, the workbench thing, because I don't, well, you know, for the welder, because, like I said, I don't know if it's a good idea, or if it's the safe thing to do, or what. Like I said, I don't really know, so you guys can let me know. But like when I put the plug-in Deweys over here, you know, on each side of the wall, they're going to be the 4 plug-in Deweys like this, like I got going here, right? So this has got 4 of them, but it'll be not this kind of a setup, but it'll be you know, their setup thing, you know, where they have it kind of like permanent in the. See, like this, I can take this off if I really wanted to, right? So. But that's what's going to be. It's going to have the 4 plugins, and then it's going to, of course, be going over there, and then there'll be one, of course, on top of the workbench. So I really could go all out on, you know, doing stuff in the shop if I really wanted to, but You know, I don't really plan on doing too much more, really, than what I'm getting ready to do now, you know. I mean, I only plan on running a damn angle grinder and a welder and a air compressor. The air compressor will be on its own Dewey too. You know, just so I don't have to max out every freaking thing. So, which is really snowing now. A little more than it was a few minutes ago. Pole lights out again. So yeah, and like I was saying too, that I'm going to have them, if it's illegal, I don't know if it's legal, someone can let me know. If they could put, you know, some plug-in Deweys up there. And then I'll just have those two, I guess rigged up to a switch, you know, like an on-off switch. I don't know if I'll put it, like, over there, really, or if I'll just have them put it right over by the workbench, you know. I'd rather have it kind of, you know, right there or something, so it's, you know, right there when I open the door, right? It'll just be for these two lights. They don't have to put anything in. I can just get my own lighting, and I'll be, you know, happy with it. So, in other words, I think that would really be about it then for this shop. I know that when I do take over the farm, you know, of course, you know, I will be farming there too a little bit. So I am going to put a bigger shop on there, you know, a lot bigger. We don't even have a shop there. This is about as close as we'll get to a shop for now. My uncle, when he sharpens his blades, well, he just does the hand file thing, but, you know, does it by hand, and he does it outdoors. You know, I don't know if he's liking the angle grinder thingy too much because, well, he sharpened my blades too. Because I guess he just wanted to do it and see what it was like. I did the first blade and he did then he did one blade and of course I think I did the other one, you know. So, but, you know, he didn't really get it either. But then he caught on a lot quicker than me, so. I don't know if he's liking the angle grinder thingy too much because I am thinking about, I think my angle grinder, that Black & Decker that I have now, I think that's a 5.5 amp, son of a bitch, I guess, from what it says. I gotta really look into it again, but I'm thinking I might maybe upgrade to a bigger one. I wanna, of course, my next one's gonna be a DeWalt, so. And yeah, I know they're made, you know, Black & Decker and DeWalt are the same pretty much, but I still want a DeWalt, so you don't have to rub that in my face again, because I already know. So, but DeWalt does have, I think the next size up, they have a 5 amp too, and I think a 7. I don't know if they have a 6, but I know they got a 7, and then they got I think a 10. And of course, then, you know, all the way up to 15. But 15 is the, you know, the big 7 or 8 or 9 inch grinders. You know, they're really big motherfuckers. Mine's only a 4.5. So, I do want to get a DeWalt, but I don't know if I should just go right up to the 10 amp welder or the 10 amp grinder or what, because I don't really need, you know, a lot of amps, because I mean, if mine is only a 5.5, it's actually been working pretty good because I've been using it on the grinder or on the cultivator. I used it on my blades. It did a damn good job, you know. Just make sure you got a decently good, you know, grinding wheel, so it's not wore out or anything. So, but yeah, I definitely can't wait to use my tools this summer. I do have some projects coming up, but fortunately I can't do anything with them now. It's really snowing now, boys. So, I know my mom's bed's kind of freaking falling apart. That stupid cheap Chinese junk. The damn wheels are popping off. It's unbelievable. Well, the thing is that they put the plastic wheels on a steel frame, you know. They're just little caster wheels, but they're plastic. And she has to, and you know, it's plastic on steel, and that doesn't go good together. So, we have to, unfortunately, block it up with wood. So, but that's the way she goes when you buy cheap Chinese junk. So I need a board. I think this board is what I used the last time. Fortunately, she's only got one wheel left, and I'm gonna just go ahead and rip that wheel off. Because this morning she about pooped her pants because the other wheel flew off and the bed frickin' went sideways. And she damn near flew out the window. So I said, well, I haven't even done that. Happened like a couple days ago, and I still haven't done anything to it. So I'm just going to take that plank of wood there. I'll probably have to cut it in half because we don't really need a full piece like that. Well, actually, well, yeah, but we'll have to cut it in half because I'll need the two. So pretty much her bed now just sits on planks of wood pretty much. You know, on these 2x4s. So, whatever. It's better than dealing with those fucking wheels popping off all the fucking time. And the other one that's on right now too, I'm going to go ahead and rip that fucker off and be done with it. And on my bed frame, the wheels ain't falling off because that's all steel pretty much. So, I don't know how to explain this, so you guys are just going to have to wait till I can actually show you. But on the ends of the beds, on the the four corners, on the railing part where the bed would fit into the railing, right down to the bitter end, they have these little chunks of steel hanging off. I don't know what their purpose is, but they're serving me no purpose. Now, they're getting in the way, and I don't know how many times I've cut myself on those fucking things. Because I'm stupid and I walked too damn close to the bed, so, my bed. So, this summer, I'm taking my bed frame off, and I'm going to take that Air Tool cut-off machine and cut those fuckers off. I don't think I would have to. I think it'll stay together. I don't think I'd have to weld it together. So, because I just have to cut off the tip a little bit. Well, I could cut a lot off, and then if I have to cut even more off, I could just take the angle grinder to it, and then just grind it all smooth. Because I'm sick and tired of cutting myself on them all the freaking time, and it's just that one. The other one I could leave, but it would look kind of stupid. So. So I'll probably just cut them all off and be done with it. Oh, she's really snowing now, boys. Let me see if I can get you a shot of this. Well, I don't know if you're seeing it too well or not, but she's snowing a little bit better now, or worse, however you want to put it. So, but let me know what you guys think of the shop. What do you think I should do with the welder, and if I would be safe even doing it that way? I don't really see why not, but you think that if you would just ground the table too, you'd be all right. So, like I said, I don't know, and I don't know what the amps are. Yeah, the amps or whatever. I'm still not sure on that. I think Savage Morse said it's most likely 80, but when you look in the book, it says it's 15, and in other areas in the book, it says it's 125. The peak. I don't know if that means max, like that's the highest you could go before you blow it. I really don't think I would have to go that high. I think even just putting it, at 80 amps, I guess it would be kind of right in the middle of it. It would be probably good enough. Because I'm not really going to be welding a whole hell of a lot. Really. I'm going to probably be scared shitless. Because I know what that welder can do if it's not on. If you're having a bad day, a really bad day like I do, that welder will most likely get me. So I really got to be careful with it. The angle grinder, I'm a little scared of that now. I'll tell you why. And it's not going to happen really, but I was watching a safety video on grinders, how to be safe with them. I know how to use them. I know how to be safe. But they're talking about how those damn wheels can explode. I guess if they get too wore down or if they crack or something, because if they fall, they crack. And they showed a video of one, had a crack in it, and they got it up to, 11,000 RPMs. And the damn thing just exploded. They're like, holy crap. And then I seen another guy's video. He was using his grinder for the wrong job. I don't know, I guess if the wheel fell off or something. And I think it was either the wheel or the grinder hit him in the arm and his arm was hurting. It just sounded like a freaking like shotgun had gone off or an explosion or something. That wasn't pretty to watch either. I don't know why the hell I watched it. Honestly, I thought it said action, but it said accident. So I was like, ooh, hey. So that's me not paying attention to what their freaking titles are called. So that was a little scary to watch. So hopefully my grinding wheels are okay because they're sitting in my closet. And the cats have probably been walking all over them. So we'll definitely inspect them before we use them. So same with the air tool cutoff ones too. So yeah. So I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but my sister is getting her new car. They want her to fax her freaking her insurance crap to her because she can't take the car unless she's got insurance on it. So they want her insurance crap, you know. And well, I guess my sister and my grandma, they've been kind of, been working together or something. I don't know how you want to call it. And she's been trying to get a hold of my grandma. Now, I don't know if she did or not. I know that earlier she tried to call and she couldn't get a hold of her. So then she called over here. And, you know, my mom was telling her stuff. And so I don't know. But they said that if they could fax the shit over to her today, well, you know, way earlier today, that she could have actually had come tomorrow, which is probably when I'll be uploading this video. And she could actually come and get the damn car and it's hers. Because she's already got insurance. So the insurance that's on this car is canceled, so the car's not street legal anymore. I still gotta rip those damn license plates bullshit off too. Wherever the freaking car come from. I'm not sure who the hell that was. It's really snowing a little bit. It's still snowing steam, I guess. I don't know who the hell that is. Never seen that car before. So, I just let me know what you guys think. What I should do with the welder. Because I'm probably only going to, of course, weld in the summertime. Unless the shop is heated, then I probably would, weld all year round. If I really could. I don't see why not. I suppose as long as you got the shop heated good enough. So like I was saying, if we just put it over here, I guess, on top of the new workbench that will be put here, whenever I decide to buy it. Whenever it comes on sale is when I'll probably buy it, but then I'll just, have them put the plug-in Dewey there, and then we'll just kind of run the welder off of there, and we can just print our weld wherever we want. I still got to figure out what the amps are on that welder, so I make sure that I put the right Deweys in, or they put the right Deweys in. Because if it's underpowered, then they're going to have to come back and redo it, and they'll give me that stupid look like, well, don't you know what your damn welder is? Oh, there's that kitty. You guys ain't seeing the kitty, but there's a kitty over here. Hey, kitty. Probably wants to come get something to eat. So, we are putting water out, but of course it freezes within probably like a couple of minutes. So, we try to give them what they can, because they don't want to come in the house. Well, we don't want them in the house anyway, because they're not friendly to our cats, and our cats don't like them. So, my fingers are freezing, so I gotta move them again. So, yeah, just let me know what you guys think, because I don't really know what else to do. Might try to get a hold of a power company in spring, or electrician, I guess, and see what they think. I'm going to wait until the snow's good and gone, so they don't tear up my yard too bad when it gets, because, when the snow starts to melt, the yard's going to be a sloppy mess, and I don't want them tearing it up, because they ain't going to fix it. So, we'll wait till the ground's nice and hard, and then, or dry, and then we'll be good. So, I think too that when I get the new workbench, I think I might try to maybe melt this vise onto it. I think it would have to have steel bits, of course, to drill through the steel to mount this Dewey on. Because I got it dismounted to wood right now, and this wood's actually peeling up because sometimes we have to really you know, crank down on this fucker. And this top is only nailed in. I probably could screw it down, I guess. I do have an awesome screw gun now, so, or a drill, so I could do that. Just run a couple big screws all the way through it. That would probably keep her damn good enough. So, my fingers are stiff and they hurt. So really, I guess all you can guys is do is just let me know what you think. Because I might try to get a hold of the power company and see if they'll do something for me. If you guys think it's a good idea, then I'll probably just try it. I need to figure out what the amps are on the welder. I gotta know for sure. So, cause I know what the grinders are. You know, the one I got now is I guess a 5.5, and then the one I've been looking at, well, there's, of course, they're all in between, but the one I've been looking at was 10 amps. That's kind of like, you know, a big stretch in horsepower, pretty much. So, but yeah, so I don't know what I'll do with my Black & Decker. I was kind of just maybe hoping to sell it to my uncle. I don't know if he'll use it or not. If he knows that I'm going to buy a new tools, then he'll buy my old ones. Now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if he likes the angle grinders too much, so I don't know if he would actually buy the old one off me or not. I'd have to most likely just sell it on eBay. So, which is fine. I could keep it for a backup, but I don't like things sitting around, so I either want to use them or I sell them, you know. Why would I need two angle grinders, really? I only need one, because I'm the only guy that's going to be welding and grinding, you know. Unless I could get my uncle more into it, but, you know, he could grind something and I could weld something, you know, but I don't think he's really into that kind of crap. So, not like I am, and not like some other people are, you know. And I do know that for that little yellow trailer, I know I got to do work to that, but nothing major. I do have to grind that paint off and repaint it. And I want to, of course, it's got like a wooden cover on it, you know, for a bed. That's peeling up. That's got to get ripped off. And I think I'm just going to leave it because I want to use that trailer for my electric fences so I can, you know, reel up the line and then throw my little posts on. That's really all I plan on using that trailer for, because that's actually the right size trailer to be doing it with. Because she's not super huge and she's not super tiny, or she's just right. So, well, I think she's just right. You guys will see it when I bring her in one of these days to work on her. But I want to, damn it, did I do that? I'm sorry. You know, I'm kind of doing this with my freaking gloves all the time. Do apologize for that. It's easier to flip the camera around quicker if I just go like that. Well, in the wintertime, in the summertime I can do it one-handed, because I want to keep my hands close to me so I can stay warm. But I don't know if the cat came by or not. I don't think I've seen anybody whiz by. So, that damn pole light went out again. Oh well. And like I said, I did call today too, so they didn't show up, so I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. No, he'll show up eventually. So, yeah, so I guess, let me know what you guys think. And, I am going to keep this in, my setup. I think I might just run some extra lights off that or something. I'm going to reroute, of course, the cord and everything, too. And now, I heard from my, I guess my TV company / phone / whatever the fuck else they fucking do. They're a freaking joke. And they're going to start removing the old cable lines. There's one that's going across right now. And they want to start removing them. They want to start in January. So, or I think they're already starting. Yeah, they're actually starting this January, yeah. Somewhere around here they're starting anyway. They said January, but I'm not 100% sure what, like, the date. I thought they said maybe like the 15th, but I figure by the time they get around to my area, it'll be spring. Because they got to do a couple of other towns too. I guess either before they come here, or they'll just have more people helping. I don't know. But there is an old cable line going across. You guys ain't going to be able to see it now. I'd have to show you in the daylight, but they want to take them down. And unfortunately, I think my power cord's kind of in the way, but they can work around it. So, I think once they're done, boys, I might actually try to, route my power cord so it's maybe a little better looking. I don't know. I might even just leave it the way it is. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not in the way for when I plow snow. I can stand up on Big Red when I'm plowing and not even hit it, so it's actually pretty good. So, and I damn well know I can mow under it, so I think I'm just gonna leave her. I might just kind of move it in some different areas. I would like to get the outlet in the back fixed, but I might. Well, yeah, I'm probably still gonna have to let them do that, but I know I'll be running my Christmas deers off that. So if I feel like putting them out, my mom wants to, but I don't really give a fuck. So I'm not really gonna bother right now. Of course, I can't because it's freaking snowing like a son of a bitch now. Well, whatever. It's not warm enough to be snowing. That's why I'm shocked that it's not, but it is now, of course. But it wasn't earlier, so. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think of the shop idea. For the power Dewey. I don't know, like I said, if it's going to be, I don't see what's wrong with it, really. Because you got to remember the welder's going to be sitting on the same table as what I'll be welding on. Now, that table that I'm looking at is not a welding table. It's just like a regular workbench table, but why can't you weld on it? Of course, it's steel, so you got to be careful that you don't punch all the way through and weld it to your table. Man, you have to grind all that crap off. Holy shit. Unless you guys want to... I mean, there is welding tables, but I still need a workbench too. So I mean, what's wrong with actually welding on a workbench? I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys can tell me what to do. I still would like to be able to run my welder here if I possibly could. Because really, what I could do is put the table here, the workbench, put the welder on that. And then I guess get like a welding table. If I can't weld on this table, then I could get a welding table. I don't think there really is a difference between the two. Put it next to this guy, and then just weld my crap on there. And then I could put another workbench over there if I need more workspace. But I think really one more should be enough. Just so I'm not cramping this guy up so much, because sometimes I am, and then I can't find what I need, right? So, do apologize for a 50-minute video, but whatever. You guys know what to do. Skip ahead a little bit if you wish. We gotta fix this damn light too. But we'll do that in spring, not now. So if you guys want to help me on this, let me know. What do you think I should do? Opinions are welcomed, but if they're smart-ass ones, I don't want them. But if they're, if you're gonna say it nicely, then I'll accept it. But if you're gonna be a dick about it, I don't want it. So, I guess just let me know what you guys think. I'm probably going to head in here before I get covered in freaking snow completely. And then, another thing is too, like I told you I was going to put my workbenches here, of course. Well, you guys are probably wondering, why don't you put it over here? Well, for one thing, there's already a workbench here, so I figured why not. But I planned on putting tools and stuff, well, not like small hand tools, but big tools like a shop press, crap that big, I'd probably be putting it all along this wall. And then I might even I still might get a wood stove for kind of like a backup thingy. That's going to go in this corner. And then that diesel burning heater thingy, that'll just be put anywhere. I probably could even put that on the workbench way at the end or something. I could probably even put it on this one, but it might burn the wood a little bit, so... And then the air compressor in the middle, like right where this white pail is. Of course, I would move this crap out of the way. And then that's it, pretty much, right? And I might even, if I feel like it, someday I might take these damn things down. There's a lot of useless junk up here that I'm never going to use. Some of it's siding for a building, but it's all rotted, so I don't know what the hell they're keeping it. and then take this shit down. And, well, I know what I might shorten it. That's what I'll probably do, because I would like to put my John Deere trimmer up here. I think it would fit. Because in the wintertime I'm not going to use my trimmer, so of course right now it's just sitting there. The engine's covered in its plastic crap. So I figured I could put it up here, kind of like what this little bench here thing he's doing, and then it'll be up out of the way, right? So. And I can't believe my camera's lasted 15 minutes. It's unbelievable. Not that really that cold out, but she's probably dying pretty quick, so. Yeah, and then these damn pipes here could go up there too. These are the extensions for the downspouts on the house. So, I take them off for the winter. That one I don't have to because I don't plow there. I could leave it on, but, I figured why not. So yeah, that's what I kind of want to do to this shop. Make it a little better. Put an airtight door on it, I think we should be pretty well good to go, really. I might even insulate the ceiling, just, I might as well, because I don't use the ceiling really for anything. So, I might as well go ahead and, at least insulate that anyway. So, let me know what you guys think of the welder and crap and stuff. Let me know if you think that makes sense, and if you guys think it's safe, and I guess whatever else you think. And stuff. I do got to pick up my cord. I'm going to probably do it later on. I'm too fat and too lazy to right now. So anyways, guys, I'm probably going to take off then. So, yeah. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, tubes.